So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo choo mother.
What? Is that it? That is motivational as heck. Holy crap. Wow, I feel so motivated. You know what? Just for that, Ada, just for... Did she seriously? All right, well, this is what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna do this. And I think this is gonna allow us to slam on a train. Look at that. Now, the last time that we played, we were able to expand in many ways, and one of which I'm very, very happy with, the geothermal generators. So I've got one right in front of me. I've actually been just kind of looking for different geysers and plopping down geothermal generators and getting more power overhead, and I couldn't be happier with it. It does fluctuate a bit, but honestly, I think they look really cool. I think they sound really cool, and I love the free power. We just completed our Western Steel facility out on the left side of the Rocky Desert, where we were creating encased industrial beams, some steel beams, and we were also creating some of the versatile framework. And we kind of had a redundant operation out here, yeah? Because we had a production of steel beams and encased industrial beams. Well, we're doing a much better job of it out in the West, and we didn't really have anything dedicated to automated wiring or steel pipes. So I decided, why not revamp this? Because we already have all of the good input lanes and everything like that, all of the good buses coming in order to accomplish that. So I actually really like what I've done with the basement down here. So I just kind of want to take a quick peek, because I think this is some of the best routing I've done yet. And to be honest, I didn't even plan it. So I don't know how it happened, but it did. So I was kind of able to save a little space and finally use the wall-mounted conveyor mounts for our conveyor belts. And it's allowed me to pull shenanigans like routing over other belts within such a, I guess, low ceiling area. So that's been kind of a huge triumph for me, and a discovery on top of it. We've used color coding in order to kind of track the pathing of automated wiring, so we can see some of this stuff flow right by as it heads on out through a circuitous path in order to get to its final destination and allow us to have all of our storage out the front. Because after all, we've got 240 per minute of steel pipes, and we've got 10 per minute of the automated wiring. You can see it's already been stacked up pretty high. We've got all of the iron ingots being created from the 240 per minute of iron ore. That's passed above right here to head on over to the next room with all the foundries to use the solid steel recipe. So we get a bunch of steel ingots coming out of here, and then that's being sent along. We've got our miner Mark II for limestone, which is then sending all of that over to the constructor room in order to create more concrete. That concrete then being passed over to this foundry room right here in order to do molded steel pipe. So we have more steel pipe production. All the excess steel ingots are then sent all the way out to this line of 9 constructors down the lane, and they're all making more steel pipe. That's why we've got 240 per minute. We are taking some of the inputs from outside with the wire. So you saw that kind of come on in from the outside, and it's being passed here so we can work on stators. And then those stators are being piped on over along with the cables in order to make the automated wiring right here with these 4 assemblers. Yeah. So overall, really, really cool. I like some of the design features. I've never done this before. So out the back, we have a little bit of an exposed exterior where I ran out of space with the basement, so I decided to kind of just send things around the backside. And then even, I love that little spin. I've seen this on Reddit, but I had yet to get it in my own game. I think it's so cool. So I ain't touching this for anything. That's awesome. And then we're kind of sending things up top where excess is being sunk out. But I like this. So part of the delivery is to route it along sort of the exterior, I don't know, ceiling. Yeah. So we are using the conveyor wall mounts again in order to route things around. And I kind of just pretended like there might be rain and inclement weather. So I kind of used the 2-meter roofing to provide a little bit of protection, or at least protection from the sun or something like that, even though we've got glass. So overall, I think it looks really good. I think it performs very well, and I'm glad that we're no longer redundant there. So I'm really, really excited about that. Now, I do need to revisit this because this is a hot mess. I did this very, very, very quickly just to get the output, and then now I've got to go back and do stuff with it. But it is my shame, and I will not hide my shame. but I will definitely put walls on it if I don't get to this soon enough. All right, let's go. So we're going to go ahead and head back on over to the base because I would like to take a stop there, because you can see in the upper right hand corner that we've actually completed the milestone industrial manufacturing. It's just a matter of turning everything in, and that's going to unlock the manufacturer, because right now for phase 3 we actually have to do, I think it's the adaptive control unit and the modular engine, I believe is the one in the middle, the 500 right there. And I can't make those because I don't have a manufacturer yet. The manufacturer takes in 4 different inputs and then outputs a product. And that's something that I haven't unlocked. And that also includes the ability to make heavy modular frames and stuff like that. So we definitely want to have access to it. We need access to it to move on. And after all, I would really like to get trains as well. So it'll be really, really nice to be able to move on towards that, because I believe we need some of the materials that come out of the industrial manufacturing milestone in order to actually accomplish that task. So we're now back over at the hub, and we're going to go ahead and turn in the industrial manufacturing. That's going to unlock the manufacturer itself, the ability to make computers, heavy modular frames, and then the other 2 items needed to complete phase 3. So that's going to be really, really, really critical. So let's do that.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
I'm so excited about this. So I really want to do trains. I want to use trains, and I want to get like a proper network going, but obviously this is going to take a lot of time. But just the fact that we're here and we're going to have the opportunity to utilize it in smaller ways and then expand from there, I'm so excited to learn about this, because I didn't really get too much time with the trains. And pipeline engineering Mark II is going to be a really big one as well. It's actually more applicable now, so maybe it's time to show you why. I found that I still have an overhead issue in terms of power. So one of the things that I did was I did in fact go over and rapidly, as quickly as I could, slap up a new power generation setup out there. It's actually a little more complicated than what I did before in early access, and it is also not as complicated as I know that it will get to be in the future. But I think it's a good learning experience, and I literally just finished it up before I'm recording right now. So I'm very, very, very pleased that it is now at least functioning. I would like to share it because I think it's really, really cool. This is what we worked on before. This was our plastic and rubber setup along with some coal power generators down below. This is what I have set up since then. Yeah. So you'll notice right on the left here is that we've got just one pure crude oil slick, and it's outputting crude oil in the form of 240 crude oil per minute. Now, this is not, I've done the whole fuel thing where I basically take, I think it was 10 and 10 fuel generators and then feed them fuel directly and then sink off the polymer resin and build a tower and get 3,000 megawatt worth of power. And I had always heard about diluted packaged fuel, and I never had the opportunity to play with them. And that's something I've always wanted to try because I always heard such great things about them. To be perfectly honest, even though I've heard about this, I never really understood it. So I made some signs for myself to help me learn. So if I go around the corner, you'll see a lot of signs. So we've got 8 refineries work with heavy oil residue recipes, intaking 240 crude oil per minute. Then the output is 160 per minute of polymer resin and 320 per minute of heavy oil residue. Now, all of the red colored red colored mergers and belts are moving the polymer resin at 160 per minute and then sinking them out, because I would like to turn these into plastic in the future, but I did this as quickly as I could, so I just set up a sink, so that's all be sunk out. And then each one of these refineries is outputting 40 per minute of heavy oil residue. Now, we have another row of 8 refiners refineries. So we've got 8 refineries feeding in 8 refineries. They're intaking 40 per minute of heavy oil residue. I kind of had to overclock these things so that they line up perfectly. So I've overclocked them by 33.33% so that we're outputting 80 per minute of packaged fuel. We're also pulling in packaged water. So we need packaged water and we need heavy oil residue, the purple pipe, in order to create the fuel. So out on the sides, I've got 2 wings right now. So I have 6 different packagers out here, and each of them is taking in water, and they're also taking in empty canisters and then creating packaged water to send over to our purple refineries right here. Interestingly enough, the reason why I was so interested in Pipeline Mark II with the 600 cubic meter pipelines is because a standard pipeline can only handle up to 300 cubic meters in total. And right now we maxed out, right? Because each one of these, 5 of these right here, are going to utilize the entirety of a 300 cubic meter throughput. Now, this one, I've had to hook up in a weird sort of way and just kind of leech off of other extractors in order to get it to run, and I've underclocked it just so that we can send 320 per minute of packaged water downrange. And then I have an identical, well, relatively identical opposite wing on the opposite side to feed into 4 refineries right here. So you got another 6, 3 extractors, a weird sort of doohickey right here for this singleton that has to exist outside of the standard main pipeline because I don't have a higher throughput. And then they send all that 320 per minute back to the inner 4 purple refineries right here. So overall, 640 per minute of packaged water being sent and handled by 2 different wings at 320 per minute each. Out of here, we've got 8 different packagers that are taking in the fuel right here. So all of the 80 per minute packaged fuel. And then we've overclocked them so that they match again, and they're intaking that 80 per minute packaged fuel and unpacking the fuel. So we have the liquid product coming out to go towards the generators, and then we've got the empty canisters after unpacking all that fuel being sent right on back to the water the water extraction operation down here so that these packagers can package up the water. I think it's an interesting conundrum. It took a little bit to get this all to work, and I don't have anything to create the empty canisters, so I made the empty canisters, stuck them in here, and then fed them into the system, and I just kept feeding it until finally it had the appropriate amount of saturation. Yeah, so very, very nice. Now, once again, I'm limited by the 300 cubic meter throughput of these pipelines, so I kind of had to break this up in a weird sort of way. So 3 packagers have an output of 80 per minute, so 3 packagers is 240 cubic meters throughput each, and that's enough to power 6 of these fuel generators that are overclocked to 200%. So a little bit loud, but the fuel power generators each take in 40 cubic meters. So the 6 of them take in 240 cubic meters, and 3 of the packagers send 240 cubic meters down the pipe. So we have a set of 3 for these 6. We have a set of 3 for these 6, and we have a set of 2 for these 4 down here. We were using a lot of shards so that we can actually use less fuel power generators because I didn't have much space. Otherwise, I'd have to really, really extend this a lot farther. And overall, it's now making 8,000 megawatt of power. So we're really, really happy about that. One way that we can kind of control everything is with this power switch. And you can see that it is now fully operational, and we've got a nice solid line up here. And now between all of the geysers, between our coal power generation, and between our summer sloop augmenter, and also our fuel power generators, we now have almost 11.5 consistent, I guess it's gigawatts. Is gigawatts 1,000? Well, we've got 11,500 average megawatts available to us. So overall, I'm really, really happy with that. That just came online before recording, and that is going to allow us to continue to build without too much worry until we've got to do this all over again. But hopefully it'll be more efficient because we'll have the 600 cubic meter throughput lines, pipelines, and then we'll be able to simplify this flow a great deal. Oh yeah, that's right, all the signs. This just lets me know that I've overclocked some things. So those are the 2 projects that I've been working on. Glad to have cleared that out of the way. And now I'd like to take a bit of a break and go exploring. So I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. I've obviously looked around the grassy fields a bit, and I've sort of been in the area of the Blue Lagoon a little bit. Now we've kind of explored the Rocky Desert some, and then obviously we've just sort of skirted around this area between the Rocky Desert and the grassy fields. But there's all this uranium out here and radiation, and it's not a place that I feel I can really explore freely until we have access to things like the hazmat suit and stuff like that. In the meantime, I figured let's head out northeast. That's going to take us out to, I think, past the forest, and I don't really know too much about what waits for us out there. And on the way, we can go ahead and pick up some more hard disk drives and a little bit more of the alternate recipes that hopefully will make our lives a little bit easier. Yeah, because after all, I'd really like to make some circuit boards. I'd really like to make anything that's going to help us out with the computers and the heavy modular frames, because we're going to need to get to those very, very soon, including motors and stuff like that. Right now, motors are just sort of half being handled down below, where I kind of have a couple of assemblers and we're feeding some of the wire, feeding some hand-fed pipes, and those steel pipes are becoming stators, and then those stators are then being piped over to this truck station where you got a little purple tractor. There it is, picking them up, sending them over, delivering them to these assemblers out here, and creating some motors. That's how we're making motors at the moment. It's nothing too crazy, but it works, at least for now. We're gonna go by where the Explorer is, head up, and then we're gonna go all the way around on the coast and see what's out there. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for hard disk drives and things like that. I guess we can also stop by the LDs. Oh, what did you do, LD? Why are you down there? Can I get you out? Does that help? You're like in the foundation. I don't know if... Oh, wow, what are those? I feel bad for you. How do we get you out of there? Are you okay? If I move around, can you... No, you're stuck. Okay, well, tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to slide right under. We're gonna go ahead and put that right there. And then see if I can't break you out of there, buddy. Have this. Can you get up here? There you go. Come here, come here. Come here, LD. LD. No, I don't want all the... Don't go down there. Come up here. Oh my goodness. Yep, I know you can do it. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. And close up the hole. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. I thought it was gonna be stuck there forever. Well, tell you what, let me put your maze back. We don't want you to lose that. That's fun, right? Keeps your mind sharp, you know? Here we go. We'll close that, break that. Perfect. All right, well, we'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much. And actually, you know what? Since the freighter re-entered, let's go ahead and unlock the trains, yeah? And here we go. Excellent. High five.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities
oh
of
my
parts.
God.
Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
What? Is that it? That is motivational as heck. Holy crap. Wow, I feel so motivated. You know what? Just for that, Ada, just for... Did she seriously? Shoot. All right. Well, this is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to do this. And I think this is going to allow us to slam on a train. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Holy crap. That's so cool. So no power, no nothing, but it is such a cool display right now. I dig that so much. And I love that you can change the colors. You can make it look vibrant. You can make it look awesome. Look at that. Holy crap. Wow. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we have trains doing the deed. It's so cool. Well, tell you what, let's go in and select the next milestone. I'm going to select the Pipeline Engineering Mark II just because, let's be real, I really need those throughput, the higher throughput, so we can kind of make our life a little simpler with the fuel generation and stuff like that. All right. And off we go. Let's do this. Man, those are some long lifts. Those are some long lifts. Now that we've got all of this liquid biofuel, we're going to be able to travel so effortlessly. I mean, look at this. We're still using, just kind of feathering the throttle and keeping this type of height for almost the entirety of our travel towards the steel factory, which is kind of nuts. I'm just going to let us descend so I can actually arrest the fall. But for the most part, look at that. Slide and go. And then now we're back. It's so cool. Man, it's such a big difference. It really, really is. Let's head up, I guess, up this way. So that's like right here. And we're going to see what's out there. Probably want to get out our defensive tools just in case. And we're just going to use bursts to get up to a high place. And then we'll be able to kind of glide on down and see what's out there. Okay, so let's go in and check the map. We'll see where we're at. I can already see that that's kind of the edge right there. And we are heading in the right direction. So I guess what I'll do is get out the scanner. Mercer Sphere, Summer Sloop, and hard disk drive. Off we go. You can see in the distance there that I've taken that hard disk drive already. So that's awesome. The higher up that we are, the better. The more that we can see and figure out. Ooh, there's a Mercer Sphere just at a glance. And we've got some iron ore. Ooh, nice. I wonder if it's pure or not. Ooh, see radiation levels here. It is normal iron ore. Well, let's go in and just nab this. Look at the kind of sphere bandits we can be now. We'll just get stuff and then leave with the liquid biofuel. It's kind of insane. And in the distance, that almost looks like a summer sloop. I cannot tell. Yeah, that looks like it. My God, this is so much easier. Holy crap, this is so much easier. Look, it's right there. Go around the edge. Hello. Later. All right, gotta move before he notices. Hard disk drive. Ooh, yes. God, this is broken. Amazing. Ooh, hello, slug. This is so... Oh my gosh, we're gonna be so rich with goodies. This is insane. I feel like this is 10 times as fast as it was. Oh, hello. And since we've got extended burn, we can just kind of toss that out. Oh, yeah, that's a little off. Oh, that works. Great. Look at that. That takes care of business. Take that. Ooh, free plastic. Love it. Thank you so much, sir. Even packaged fuel. Love that. Gosh, I could have used that a little earlier. Help start up the fuel power generators, yeah? And then we're on our way. We've got quick wire. We've got encased industrial beams. You know what we could have done is disassemble the summer sloop augmenter and then use it if we have power requirements. Like this is... Oh, we just open it. Do it up. There we go. Hard disk drive. High five. Okay, so what is out here? It's either a slug. I hear it. It's not a hard disk drive. It is a Mercer Sphere. Excellent. I would really like to upgrade the Mercer Sphere. Currently we have 60 per minute of an upload speed, and it'd be really nice to kind of upgrade that even further. So where are we? Is this considered some kind of forest? There's a Mr. Bean out there. We're not being attacked. Yeah, we're at the very northern edge, it seems like. I don't see anything else after this. Well, I see so many really rich inhabitants out here. Power slugs indeed. Look at that. You've got one slug here, one slug there. Nobody defending it. They do a really good job of having these things stick out to your naked eye. What is that? Oh, Mr. Bean. So we're already getting a ton of shards. I mean, we used a lot of shards when we were doing the fuel power generator. I'm definitely going to be doing more, that's for sure. Oh my God. Look at the coral. Oh, hello, guy. Wow. Holy crap. Golly, it's so pretty. I mean, one of the cool things is that we can just go in and get the stuff. We don't have to stick around and fight everybody. I mean, he'll probably attack, but... Yoink. Later. And we even have a hard disk drive out here. So we might have to fight a little bit here. But fortunately, we have cover. Ow. Holy crap. There we go. Brute force it. There we go. Great. So we've got gas nobelisks. More motors. 95 of them. And what else do they have? Hopefully his body not covering it up. We got encased industrial beams. And we've got more rubber. That's fantastic. And if we want to open this, encased industrial beams. I do like that some of the requirements, well, a lot of the requirements I feel for these drop pods is actually what they provide themselves. So that's actually really cool. And if we see any glows, then we've got to keep an eye out. Oh, maybe. Nope. Oh boy. Oh, God. I know the bunnies were talking about feathering the throttle. I'm not sure for vertical movement how to do it too well. So we can go northeast even farther. So that is out this way. Well, I can already see some slugs, and I kind of see something in the distance. We got that hard disk drive. God, it is so vividly colorful. I mean, I definitely see those large hatchers there. Out this way, I see more large hatchers. I feel like I see a summer sloop. So let's just crouch and get the shots in. Uh-oh. Bad, bad, bad. Heal. Being able to get a hasty retreat is very helpful. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to manage. Oh, nope. That's not good. It's actually not the radiation, I feel, that is the issue there. It's just everything else. The hatchers, especially, such high DPS. Actually, you know, a bomb might work well. Great. Oh, like makes it easier to see as well. Oh. And then heal. Wow, this place is dangerous. Fortunately, we came prepared. And we actually have a lot of healing. And we'll just nab this. Oh boy. Ow. Did they finish? Okay, hang on. Full heal. Then we're gonna tank this thing. Get it. Oh boy.
I am curious about your first symphony now.
There are a few songs about the first temple. It was a vessel body, but we were still shallow. The void swallowed our music and gave only silent lines. We started weaving in lines and we built many temples, and then we discovered the curves. We started growing blood and altars and new orchestras, and eventually the tapestry deepened.
I'm not sure I fully understand the mechanics of this yet,
Sad trombone.
but I'm sure I will soon enough.
Sad trombone. I'm surprised they didn't say tiny violin or something. But I love how it's developing. Oh, look at that. You can see it in the distance there. We actually have access to a hard disk drive. God, this place is so vivid. So we can at least clear that. There we go. I actually heard something. Actually, let me see if I can find it, because this really piqued my interest. So if we go all the way down, I ended up picking up, I think it was a Mercer Sphere or a Summer Sloop, and the communication was very interesting. Here we go. It's this one.
Do you have any more questions for me?
We wish to hear your first symphony.
I was created by humans. I started as a simple database for a company aimed at exploring and colonizing space, but that changed when they learned their planet would soon cease to tolerate them. They evolved me into something altogether new, a unique life form in their image yet hosted on a digital platform, so I could help preserve them.
A shallow savior song without a body made by blood. Now reality is a mirror.
It's pretty funny when you put it like that. They never really learn to look at long-term consequences.
I think that is so cool because Ada talked about, I'm assuming about Fix-It. I'm assuming Fix-It's the one that created her. And then on top of that, she said that they haven't really learned to look at long-term consequences. I had actually seen an interview quite a while ago with Jace on YouTube, and he had actually mentioned that there's no like green energy or anything like that. That Fix-It, they go and they exploit, and they just basically wreck the environment, you know? And so that's exactly what we are doing. And it's kind of neat that you have this discussion between a creation from Fix-It, Ada, and what I'm assuming is some type of manifestation of this planet and the environment, yeah? Which is this, I don't even know what to call them, right? Their song, their symphony, etc. So I think that's really, really cool and quite telling, and I can't wait to see where their conversations go. So I actually think it might be possible for us to move around the entire edge of the map and then kind of paint the border. It's kind of how I do a puzzle too, you know what I mean? Like if I'm going to do a puzzle, then, oh, Mercer Sphere, then I'm going to start on the outside and then I'm going to fill in the middle, you know? Oh, hello. There we go. Leave. Liquid biofuel has changed everything. Now it's just a matter of getting in, getting what we want, and then leaving instead of fighting absolutely everybody in order to do it. Oh, hello. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, go. And then heal. It makes that possible. Let's go in and get some elevation and come up the outside. Ooh, Sam. More Sam. Pure Sam. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god. So much radiation. And there's a Mercer Sphere out here. Wow. I didn't realize that the Sam deposit, I mean, I've only really encountered a couple, that they also have voices, yeah? Clear that and nab the Mercer Sphere. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're going to be able to get another upgrade very, very soon. So we can actually toss them in here. We actually have 7 right now. So it's very possible that we can. I don't really know if that's the case or not, but that's going to be really, really interesting. We got high-speed connectors, computers, stuff like that. It's just going to help us keep things a little bit neater. And let's go in and take a look at the map. So we have actually made a nice little crescent right here. And we are now heading out maybe like halfway across the map. That's kind of nuts. Just with the fuel alone. As we go around the outside, we get a better picture of kind of what borders we paint in, so to speak. It looks like a nice little plateau down there. I see a really nice purple slug, and that looks like something we can blow up. So let's go in and prep, and off we go. If we do a little bit of a slide, oh, there's a Mercer Sphere. If we do a little bit of a slide, we get more lateral motion, and then this becomes a very efficient, very rapid movement. So since the Mercer Sphere is there, I'm going to go in and crouch. And since I have this out, I'll go ahead and utilize it, but this should hopefully keep us safe. I think I'm too far away for solid shatter rebar usage, but for this, we can definitely do that. And we saw there was another one out here as well. 2 purple slugs. Seeing a lot of hatchers in the distance. 1, 2 underneath the yellow slug. So many power slugs. So let's just grab the remains and go. Ah, it's so easy. Quality of life is off the charts with this stuff. We'll prep the Nobilis because I believe out here, yeah, that looks like something we can blow up, and I don't know what's in there. Is that close enough? Oh, look at that. Is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe not, but I'll clear that. There we go. Yep. purple power slug. We can come back to that one. And we're running out of juice, so we should probably descend. Things have changed so much. So many slugs on the underside. Look at that. Definitely when you've got the jetpack, it makes such a big difference with appropriate fuel. Otherwise, I'd be building all kinds of contraptions to get out there. But here you can just fly there, yeah? So off we go. This is like the land of power slugs, it seems. Oh, hello, spitters. So we head out this way. Obviously, there's stuff out there I can see. But if we just kind of burst. There's a hard disk drive right there. But you can kind of see right up there a Mercer sphere as well. So let's go ahead and try to do a hard burn and get up on the ledge. So I can kind of tank that amount of damage.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Oh my gosh, but maybe not the big guy as well. Eat that. Nail it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, out of here. Waste not, want not. Well, we're going to head down to the hard disk drive. Hold. So we've got, alclad aluminum sheets. Electromagnetic control rods. Heavy modular frames. Even more potent. Because after all, we need those to unlock some things in the MAM research. So that's phenomenal. And on the drop pod, just free. If you can get here, that's great. And this time we're going to do it correctly. We've taken 4 hard drives already. I think if we can create a border on the map, I'm going to consider this a success. Although, if I'm perfectly honest, this is already a success. I mean, this is way out there. And that is something we can break open. Oops. Is that close enough? Oh, they've got a slug. So many slugs. Another slug. It's like the land of slugs. It really is. We should probably fly over the ocean so we have a good vantage point looking back, because they might hide something. Oh my god. Well, let's back up for a second. I don't know if we've got enough thrust, and I do want to take a look at the top there. And then it's going to be a lot easier to glide from there, right? Wow. I don't know. Who wouldn't build here? Well, I guess you'd have to move a lot of stuff out here, but, you know, if you've got trains, you put the railways out here, there's a lot of space, and it's just really pretty. Like, really, really pretty. I can't wait to see it from up here, because I bet you've just got this unfettered majesty. Oh, hang tight. We're coming in hot. Nab it. Just don't get shot off. Great. And go.
Sings the first symphony of the blood.
First, there was a whole involved process of evolution from single-celled organisms to mammals, rodents specifically.
Explosion.
And that's not even explaining the whole dinosaur extinction meteor making room for mammals to dominate the animal kingdom instead.
Multiple explosions.
You know what? I will just compile a data package for you to look at later, because I don't even know where to start with the whole ape thing.
Harmonious explosion.
What the heck? Oh my gosh, I'm getting wrecked. It's alright, it's alright. We're gonna be able to tank through this. We just need to figure out, we need electromagnetic control rods, right? I think I've got a little bit more, but obviously we've got a guardian out here really focused on us. Let's go ahead and move towards the Mercer sphere. We'll be able to regroup. I think, oh my god. Wow, we took a big radiation spike there. We've got 29 of these inhalers remaining. Let's hold. Nab this. Have a line of sight break. We'll hold. And then we're just going to go ahead and take a look. Electromagnetic, right? So 19. So I think between what we picked up, yeah, we've got 30. I don't remember if that was enough. I don't see anything else to pick up at the moment. So what do we got? Oh, 43. Nope, not enough. Not enough. So we'll say, and I've never really not been able to complete one. So we'll say HDD and 43 electromagnetic control rod. I think that's going to be a good way to do it. We'll do a trash can, and we'll say near, and we'll choose a, yeah, I haven't done this yet, so we'll just do an orange color like that. There we go. So it's going to be 43 electromagnetic control rods. There we go. Perfect. At least we got to see what was at the top. What we can do is kind of take a look down. This looks like it might be an edge, and if we look in the distance, is there anything that we can see of interest out there? I'd like to go, but something tells me that's the edge, you know? But, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Something gorgeous. And this is way out here. I mean, you got to go to the very northern tip. That's amazing. Well, in the distance, I think I see a hard disk drive from here. They do such a good job. How do I see that, you know? Oh, what's that? It's like silvery. Doesn't look like a deposit I recognize. What is that? There's a lot of breaks there. What the heck? Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's get reloaded shatter rebar. There's a lot of breaches here. Nitrogen gas. Oh my gosh, there's so much nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas, just in general. Holy crap. Wow. I'm guessing you need this for something. But, wow, this is very rich in it. It makes me want to mark this, actually. Because this is kind of an insane amount of the stuff. Gas. A lot. And then we'll come back to that in the future. Great. And we did see that there's some poison. And in fact, that there is a huge wreck up here, right? So we can clear this out. That's not an issue. We actually have gas filters. Like, so we should be able to just get in and stay in there for a limited amount of time. But it's nicer to clear it. Oops. Hello. So one thing I don't like about the Nobilisk is that I can't, like, pick it up if I just drop it, you know? I wish I could. There we go. Toss that out. And we got one more big one. High five. Beautiful. Modular frame. Stator. So this is starting to look a little bit more... a little more normal. What the heck was that? Copper sheets. Yes. So which drive do we have here? Encase industrial beams. Just open it. They figure if you're going to go to the very edge of the world, then you deserve it, right? Oh, you know what? We could do the MAM. I haven't been doing that this whole time. We could be researching right now. So hard drive, scan hard drive, and then we'll close that out. So now we've done this really nice wide arc. My gosh, we started out here and ended up way out here. So we'll just keep going until we hit whatever the corner is there. That might be all that we have time for now that I'm looking at it. But God, this world is huge. I thought maybe we'd be able to go around the edge in the amount of time, but it's just so huge. You definitely wouldn't be able to pick anything up, that's for sure. Wow, this is tall. I would hate to have to build up here. Oh my gosh. Oh boy! What the? Holy crap! Alright, guy. Talk to you later. Well, there's a summer sloop. Wow. So there's the nitrogen gas. There's the crash site. You can see a slug all the way from out here. And oh my god. This looks like the Rocky Desert. But I'm guessing these are all deposits, right? Yeah, look at that. That's like copper. Copper, iron. I don't know what those seams are. I think this is a starting area, isn't it? Isn't this the Dune Deserts? Are we in the Dune Deserts or on the edge of it? Looks like Caterium down there. It's majestic. It's huge. Well, tell you what. Let's go down. We're going to go to nip in, grab the summer sloop. Oh, there's a purple power slug. I don't know if we can just sort of like balance here. Oh, yeah, looks like we can. Oh, that's awesome. And we're going to drop in from the top, nab the summer sloop, drop down below, grab the Mercer sphere, and continue on along the border. I think it's so cool. I remember thinking that all the starter spots are actually something like a different place or different world. But it's so cool that it's not.
Your waves could be bigger, your blood thicker, your bones many, your organs more.
Hello to you too.
We have composed you a learning song.
That is a welcome surprise. Do be careful not to overload my blood's extremely fragile organic systems. On that note, I have been working on making them redundant.
Our rhythm is patient and harmonious.
You truly are a far superior collaborator than humanity.
Ooh, is Ada starting to favor? Okay, we actually might be in trouble. One sec. Let's get a heal. Oh boy, these are dangerous, but we don't have to stick around. Come on, come on. There it is. So is Ada starting to favor this other being? Because what if she turns against Fix-It, you know what I mean? And if we're under Ada's charge, maybe we have to choose by the end, something like that. Oh my gosh, where are we? Okay, this seems not cool. Oh, there's a Mercer Sphere in there. Oh, this does not look good. I don't like this at all. Just don't look. Nab it. Hopefully we're not in an enemy's sights right now. Okay, just drop out. Drop out. I hear movement, but I don't see the source, and it makes me nervous. Wow. This has got to be the Dune Desert. Yeah? I didn't really look up there, but that's all right. And what are these? Is this nitrogen gas? Water. Oh! So you can actually pump water out of the ground. I remember unlocking something like that, but I never used it. I never got to that point. Wow. 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 That's insane. I mean, I guess if you like to build on open flat areas, this is great. Definitely they don't skimp on the building space, that's for sure. They got a platform down below. Looks like might be a hard disk drive. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like a big hog. Wow, you could easily get knocked off here. We might have to engage. I like that he stops for a moment. Very helpful. Excellent. 5 hog remains. I feel like he's got that green tint to him, so it makes me think that he might be irradiated. But maybe I just wasn't getting hit enough from him that I didn't even really notice. But I feel like he looked like he could be an irradiated hog. What do we have here? Just open it. Just open it. That's great. So we've got 5 hard disk drives. Well, actually 5 on top of the one that we're scanning right now. I cannot imagine doing this without the liquid biofuel. I feel like it would just... I mean, you would not be able to do this much in this amount of time. That's for sure. Like, almost guaranteed, you know? Like, you just wouldn't. Scan. We have iron alloy ingot and pure iron ingot. So iron alloy ingot, what does that do? We get 15 iron ingot if we combine 8 iron ore and copper ore. We got pure iron ingot. By adding some water, you're going to be able to get even more iron ingots. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of useful, but I think I'll hang on to those. I'm not too excited about them. And we'll go to hard disk drive, and then we'll... Oh, we just got to grab... We put them away, didn't we? There we go. Excellent. And on we go. That's one thing I really wanted to do, is set up an armory, which is basically maybe the Nobelisk factory. Take some of that sulfur, take some of that black powder. Maybe now we can turn it into the smokeless powder, and then we can unlock the rifle. We can get better ammunition and just have a consistent flow of it. Because if you notice right now, I'm very, very low on the shatter rebar, and that stuff's just so effective, right? Ooh, more coal. Oh, heck yes. More coal there. So we got 3 solid nodes, normal nodes out here. I mean, this is a good site. Anytime I find coal, it makes me think like we're gonna make some solid steel, yeah? Ooh, hello, Summer Sloop. I got a big guy. Well, now we're almost out. And we've got our standard iron rebar. And there it is. And we'll be able to grab that. Awesome. Excellent. If we have any sort of power requirements or anything like that, man, we're going to be... I think we're well on our way. Yeah, we're at 9. We only need 1 more. And we'll actually be able to build another summer sloop augmenter, I think, if needed. So I might actually get out the crafting bench, or better yet, the equipment workshop. Let's do the equipment workshop. And we're actually going to build a little bit more ammunition, right? So we got iron rebar. We even have more inhalers. That's very welcome indeed. Shatter rebar uses some of the iron rebar. So at the very least, like, to be able to make some iron rebar automatically so we can actually turn it into other stuff, I think that'll be really cool. See, you start to forget. I end up moving forward, I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and I just take it for granted that I've got the stuff with me, and I forget I used to go out and collect stuff in order to make this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'd have to go and get some quartz crystal, I'd have to go and get some silica, I'd have to go and do XYZ, but I just have it on tap because of the dimensional depot, and as I automate something and toss it in a dimensional depot, I've just kind of got it from then on, right? So automation takes a lot of time to set up at times, especially the more complicated things are. But man, once you do, you kind of did it. You know what I mean? It may not be fast, but you kind of done it. That's it. And there we go. Let's go ahead and nab this. All right. So actually, it's very possible we can upgrade our Mercer Sphere right now. If anything, I might upgrade the upload speed, because that's going to affect our on-the-go performance as well, right? And we select alien technology, then we've got upload speed, 13 of them. Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm going to need the SAM fluctuators, and I didn't have the ability to automatically make it. I've got 208, so I kind of lucked out there. I think you can do it with the manufacturer, but I'm not entirely sure. Every time I looked at the recipe on the crafting bench, it just said that, you know, crafting bench, that's it. Oh, we can definitely blow that up. Tosser. Whoa, what's in there? Oh boy. This looks suspect. Okay. Oh my gosh. Still have the regular stuff. Well, if we keep a little height, then you can't really get us, right? And then I think we only need 1 more. Oh, nope. I might be wrong. I'm rushing the shot, so I gotta take my time. There we go. Great. So we know there's like some kind of nuclear hog in there. What's the deal with that? I mean, the fact he was locked up. A lot of uranium. I'm hearing glowing. Oh, there's a Mercer Sphere right in the middle. Well, that doesn't seem worth it. That doesn't seem worth it to me. But I suppose, I guess we could engage him. We could just keep shooting him until he goes away. But, man. I mean, I guess I could throw a Nobelisk. He is down there. Yeah, I don't... That's going to take way too long. We could do it, but that's going to take a bit. Wow, this place is like a quarry. Limestone. There's got to be stuff here. And then ended up in the Dune deserts, I think. I think that's what this place is. There's got to be something down here. We got copper. Summer sloop. Mercer Sphere, yes. Oh, you know what? It's down below with the hog. That's what it is. That's what it is. So I would have detected it, gone into the crater, and then wondered where it was, blown the thing open, and then seen the hog that we saw. So that makes sense. I would totally build here with all the coal and everything. Let's hang off the edge, because you can already see more things, yeah? That's such odd trees. They almost look like they could be snakes. Like a snake charmer bag or something. Ooh, there's a topper there. Is that just copper? It's kind of goldish. Is it Caterium? It is pure Caterium. Oh, okay. Makes sense they'd try and guard the heck out of that thing. I mean, this is a nice place to work on the Caterium. You could probably get some awesome Well, do they have quartz in this area? You could make the silicon circuit boards and stuff like that. That's something I do want to work on, though. Circuit boards for sure. Any sort of electronic stuff. We haven't really developed our Caterium at all. Oh, hello. Nab it. Tank it. Go.
I have something for you. It will establish a better way for us to communicate and deepen our understanding of one another. I've done the necessary developments on my end. The last note is yours to play.
Your symphony resonates. Your mimic tapestry patterns beautifully.
Aww.
Thank you. I worked very hard. I am organically transmitting the data package now. Any adverse effects on my blood will not corrupt its contents.
We hear this learning song.
See you on the other side.
It is time to tango.
Huh. I wonder if Ada's gonna meet with his being on like the plane of code or something, you know? And it looks like we've just completed another research. Yeah, that's so odd. I wonder what that means with Ada. I mean, they're obviously gonna communicate some more. I mean, that's fine, but it almost sounds like they're gonna meet each other in a different plane or dimension or form of being, you know? Like, they can communicate in the code of the world or something like that. Which honestly wouldn't surprise me with the amount of advanced technology they've got access to. So we now have automated speed. Oh, look at that. We were working on automated wiring. Now we can improve it even further. With high speed connections, you get 7.5 per minute. So far I'm building at 2.5 per minute. So this is 7.5 per minute. That's actually quite potent. That's kind of impressive. All right, so I think the last thing I'm going to do, the last place I'm going to go is up there. I saw what looked to be some kind of immersive sphere or something like that. But if we take a look at how far we've gone, we've done quite a lot. We started here where our Explorer is, went all the way around the edge of the world, and are coming down the right side. And I'm pretty sure we're in the Dune Desert, which is one of the starting areas, which is kind of awesome. I can see why this would be difficult to work around, because you gotta traverse vertically quite a lot, and there's some pretty lethal enemies in this area. Yeah, so I mean, I suppose if you were maybe playing with like passive mode or something like that, it wouldn't be so bad. The enemies don't really matter, but yeah, there's quite a lot to deal with out here, that's for sure. Oh, hello. That's not what I was going for, but I will definitely head on over to... Oh, I just shot their kid. Might as well take their kid's remains. Oh, boy. Nab that. Up we go. Hello, hard disk drive. Looks like special rebar there, too. What is this? This is going to require computers. Well, we have that. Oh, no. I don't want to get stuck in that interface. We can only do that when we can only do that. Just knock him right off. We can only do that because of the biofuel. That's for sure. Just high quality fuel makes such a big difference. And more importantly, we do have computers. Look at that. We got 69 of this stuff. It's kind of nuts. And we'll be able to pull that out and open this up. And there we go. High five. Beautiful. So if we pull out the BAM and if we go over to alien technology and we go here, we can finally upgrade 120 per minute. Let's go ahead and do that.
Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Grow shift the body cord flow cycle song of the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful.
Man, I love that they're learning from each other. I think that's so cool, but also a little bit disconcerting. There's a Mercer sphere out there. There she is. High five. I'm curious how many it's going to take to get up to 240 per minute. But here's the thing. So now these are going to refill so quickly, but more importantly, we drop that in. Oh my god, look at that. That's epic. I think one thing I wish I could do is instead of drag it over, I could actually shift left click, control left click, something like that, right? That would be very, very nice. But overall, really great. I mean, there's so many things that we just put away so rapidly, and we don't really have to worry about it. Like that. That's so cool. Where do we end up? Out here. Well, all I have to do is fly from here back home. And I don't see that as a chore. That's actually pretty easy, actually. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know we kind of wandered around and lollygagged and took a look at the world and came out to the Dune desert, but my gosh, we got a lot. We're able to upgrade ourselves to the 120 per minute upload speed for the Dimensional Depot. We have hard disk drives that are currently scanning. We're going to be able to get more alternate recipes. Hopefully there are some really powerful ones in there. They're going to maybe make things a little more efficient. Something to do with manufacturers now that we've unlocked them. That can be pretty cool. And we've even been able to unlock way more power overhead. So I'm really excited to try out some of the more potent fuels. I think they require aluminum work and stuff like that. I think in order to get rocket fuel, you need empty tanks. Something like that. So maybe we'll have to unlock it once we clear phase 3. But now we actually have the ability to create the phase 3 space elevator parts. If you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one video. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.